Facebook Live shortly.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Drop Off Line Sports. I promise you this. This is the final day without the Star. The Star will be back tomorrow, I promise. Promise. And we'll probably do a couple of Drop Off Line Sports on the road with the Star when she's back here. She will be back. She'll be back. Hopefully she'll be back sitting right here tomorrow. But I know she's going to be back. Been about a week at both grandmas. So she got a baseball game tonight, so I know she's going to be back. I'm expecting her to be sitting here coming up tomorrow. Emax, good morning. Hey, before we get to draft night, Pacers draft as it stands right now, number 23 overall, later on tonight in the NBA draft. Before we get to that, I have got to give a great deal of, yesterday was the first, and we've never had a bad one. They've all been great. The signature thing I do in the summertime for the show is the Backyard Bourbon broadcast. The Backyard Bourbon broadcast brought to you by Evan Williams, Connecticut Water, and we got Wings, etc. Yesterday we were over in New Pal, and it was Brittany and Lisa. It was daughter and mother. The mother listens to the show all the time, which was awesome. And good morning, William. Blaine, by the way, too. But we went over there, and they had a tremendous place and a great party, and I got to give it up to everybody. Everybody at New Pal, it was great. Good morning, Jennifer. Awesome place yesterday. The people were fantastic, and I got to thank everybody for it. And I know I try to keep it as normal a show as possible, but, I end up interviewing a lot of the people that signed up and wanted us to come over and do a show from the backyard, and it was awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome. So thank you to Lisa. Thank you, Lisa's husband, Dave, who's going to build a pool in my backyard sometime soon, even if he doesn't know it yet. And even if he's going to supervise, he's going to build a pool. Thank you, Dave. Thank you as well to Brittany for getting us out there. It was awesome. Just absolutely awesome. And everybody from Evan Williams to both Randy and Brent Halverson. Brent Halverson was awesome yesterday, hung around the entire time. The guys from Connecticut were out there, Joe, John, and Jet Dennis, and Wings, etc. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Hey, Brian Foley, good morning to you. Dave Holmes, my high school buddy from Eastern Green. Dave Holmes is watching from Montana this morning. Tip of the cap to you, Dave Holmes, out there, man. Stay safe. Have a great time out there in the wilderness, my man. Bobcat of Indy brings us to you this morning. So, yeah, thanks to the Backyard Bourbon broadcast. There've never been a bad one, and this morning was absolutely awesome. Good morning to you, too, Gordon. It was great. We got two more coming up. Sign up at 1070thefan.com. We'd love to be in your backyard. There's another Thunderbird, my man Jeremy Goad this morning. Good morning, Jeremy Goad. There's a Bloomfield Cardinal. Heath Bartlett is in. Ryan Lee Henson is in. Ryan says, one day you should do a Backyard Bourbon broadcast at my dad's. Gordon is in Florida. My man D-Wig. I feel bad, D-Wig, man. I was out in New Pal, and I didn't get a chance to come by. Doug Wiggin is just one of the all-time great guys in the world. Not just in the world, Doug Wiggin. I'm sorry about that. Hey, by the way, Doug, congratulate your son, Grant, would you, buddy? Roger Grismore, good morning from Muncie. Roger, good morning to you. Hey, Gordon, where are you in Florida? It's funny. I'm going to Florida this weekend, and we go to a place called Cape San Blas. I've heard from like 3 people that are actually down there right now. So I'm just going to invite everybody over. Just come on over. So actually, it is a damn good time. But anyway, we have 2 more remaining Backyard Bourbon broadcasts. You can sign up at 1070thefan.com. It was absolutely incredible. And the family in New Pal was great. I mean, it was great. All right. You guys want to hit a little draft later on tonight? Gordon is in Clearwater. Safety Harbor, Clearwater, Florida. Well done. We don't go that far south. But, well, I guess I'm going to have to stink and drive to Orlando. So, at some point. But we go, look up Cape San. Cape San Blas is the most awesome place. I mean, it really is. All by itself. It is genuine, and I can't wait to get down there. Family can't wait to get down there either. Good morning, Bill Kirsch. Adam Lloyd, good morning to you. All right, what do you think the Pacers are going to do later on tonight? Here's what I said yesterday I think what most benefits the Pacers is if not you get something at 23, not worrying about what you get at 23, but I'm more worried about them building off of the type of year that they had. You agree? That's what I'm worried about. Corey says, my soon-to-be backyard is a pile of dirt until my house is done being built. Man, you get it. You get that thing fired up, send me a message, and we'll see what happens, Corey. My man, I promise you that. All right, what we got here? Ian writes this. I moved back to Indy from California, and the first thing I do is turn on the morning ride. Still give your support all the way in Oakland, California. Semi-glad to be back. Ian, thank you very much, man. I'm glad you're back here with us from Oakland, California. That's awesome. Absolutely awesome. All right, back to the draft later on tonight. So my theory is I'm not so worried about 23 as I am about the Pacers building for the right now. You know what I mean? I would rather have a player. They don't need, like, TJ Leaf is a project. I don't think you need a lot of projects at the end of the bench. You need a lot of doers, a lot of contributors. If you can get that at 23, that'd be great. But I think I'm more worried about what they're going to end up doing this offseason to be better. Hey, look, somebody's walking behind me right now. Can you see her? Hey, come here. Oh, you'll like this. You guys will like this. You want to say hello?
Oh, shit.
Well, you don't say, oh, shit. I guess you're not going to get a hello. You're going to get an oh blank. Ooh, that's good. Anyway, so my pick tonight is if they draft at 23, I'm going to go with Brunson if they draft at 23. I love Dante DiVincenzo, though, Christopher. I just don't think he's going to be there. Yeah, that was my wife, by the way, back there with the old blank blast. Stephen Pickett writes this. Been listening to you for many years. This is the first time I put a face to the voice. Yeah, I'm sorry to disappoint you, brother. I am. People say this. Hey, why do you wear the Bobcat of Indy hat? Twofold. Because they're a sponsor, and I love Bobcat of Indy, and also because I've got bedhead. All right, don't you think Bobcat of Indy looks better than bedhead? I don't know, what was she even doing walking? Where was she going? Oh. Getting on here and dropping an S-bomb here. And I do have a face for radio. There's no doubt about that, man. Which is pretty awesome. Thank you, Steven. Jack Morgan, morning to you. So my guess is it is going to be Brunson if they draft 23. But my pick is I think they're going to end up moving 23 for something else. I think Kevin Pritchard's going to have a move up his sleeve. So that's my guess. I think there's going to be some movement. My guess. Adam Lloyd says Achilles surgery today, my man. I'll be tuning in at 3. Best of luck with the Achilles surgery. A lot of great doctors around here, like my man Kevin Julian. Hopefully, you got a great one, and you're going to get back on track really soon. Best of luck to you. Gordon writes this. My buddy Mike has his Bobcat. Sorry about it. There right now getting it looked at. Oh, yeah. Hey, I tell you what. Hey, Gordon, tell Mike to tell everybody over there, from Joe to Shade to Chris, hello, that Bobcat. Tell him that for me, would you? Jennifer says the Tundra looks ready to roll. So here's what they did. I got tires, and they checked my brakes. And I don't know what they did to the AC, but it's like on one notch, and it's freezing in here right now. And I love it cold. I'm a cold type of guy here. So, CarX, my guys at CarX are awesome. And there's another one, too. Thank you, Joe Childers. And thank you, because Micah at 135 was on vacation, but my man Kevin did a great job at CarX. Thank you very much. Ian writes this. Why not go after Kimball Walker? Let me give you my quick thought on Kimball Walker, okay? And my problem with Kimball Walker is he is not a ball mover. He is a dribbler. He doesn't move the ball. That is my thought. That is my worry with Kimball Walker. I know he can score. I know he's a guy who can break people down off the dribble. But one of the things I like about the Pacers is their ball movement. And when they do have somebody that consistently has the ball, it's Oladipo, right? And I don't want to see Kimball Walker or a guy that keeps the ball or wants the ball or has to have it all the time take that away. Does that make sense to you? That's why I'm not a big Kimball Walker guy. We'll talk about that later on today because I'm glad you brought that up. My man Jeff Seltzer, who didn't show up at Hoop last night. By the way, Seltzer, I showed up last night. I might as well not have. My knee was a little sore, and I cried about it the entire time and sat over there like you. I was embarrassing. Seltzer said she was probably checking on you, had no idea what you were doing every morning on the driveway for 20 minutes. I don't know, she was just walking by, and I said, hey, come over here. I get an S-bomb dropped on me here. What's here? Joni Lee says no Walker. That's kind of my case on Walker. It may be different if he ended up showing up here, but I just don't think it is. That's kind of my thought on Kimball Walker. I'm not saying he's a chemistry destroyer, but they share the ball pretty well, and when there's a primary guy with it, it's Vic, and I don't think you need to shy away from that. It's me. Talking Heads, and she was right there. That's a good song. Roger Grismore agrees. No word yet on Thaddeus Young. My thought on Thaddeus Young is that he's not going to be back. And my thought on Thaddeus Young not being back is, while the Pacers would be okay if he came back, I don't think they're going to be heartbroken if he doesn't come back. I think he's going to get offered money from somebody who is viewed as even a larger threat to make it to the NBA Finals than the Pacers are, certainly right now. Or a team that probably has their sights set on the NBA Finals, and the Pacers, we're looking at what? Maybe a third seed? You going to battle for the third seed next year? Probably. So, I don't think Thaddeus is going to be back. That's my guess right now. No knowledge of it, just my guess. Christopher says, I'm not a fan of Walker with the Pacers. That's just kind of my view on Kimball Walker. He just dribble, and he makes stuff happen, and he scores, and he's really good at doing it. But it seems like it kind of messes up the chemistry, the ball movement, and then you take the ball away from your primary guy. Dwight Jones, good morning. Brian Crow, good morning. Brian Crow is a part of Bobcat of Indy, too. So that is my thought. Eric wants me to crank up the Talking Heads. David Byrne was here 2 weeks ago Saturday. Hey, by the way, if you want tickets from me on the show, remember this tonight. It was going to be the Bare Naked Ladies and Better Than Ezra playing at the lawn at White River State Park. Because of the forecast, it has been moved to Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center. And remember that if you're going to see the Bare Naked Ladies and Better Than Ezra, it's moved from the lawn to Ruoff Home Mortgage Music Center because of the possibility of storms and rain and such later on tonight. So you got that tonight. I mentioned you got Better Than Ezra, Talking Heads. Better Than Ezra, Bare Naked Ladies tonight. You have Imagine Dragons Friday night at Ruoff, Willie Nelson and Friends Saturday night at Ruoff, and then the Doobie Brothers and Steely Dan Sunday at Ruoff. It's a big weekend, man. Daniel Simpson writes, have you seen the pics of Turner? I have. It's good. I'm not one that's going to make fun of it like everybody else. Everybody else is saying that's fake and, rub baby oil. It's really not that big. If my man is working by himself to get better, that's all that you want, right? That's all that I want. So I'm fine with it. Good morning, Jason. Jennifer says, so your primary driver of the vacay trips, or does your wife do most of the driving? Well, here's what happens. Here's what happens this year. Because we have to take our entire house in the back of this truck. You guys go on vacation too? We take the entire damn house here. So I drive this. My wife, because we're going to have more than, I think we're going to have more than just us going. My wife is going to drive the 4Runner, I think. I think my wife and her mom and Lainey are going in the 4Runner, and me and Blake are driving this. So I think that's going to be how it works. So we got to take everything. Everything goes back here. So, oh man, I love this song. A little OMD this morning. Oh, he says, I'm sure wish I didn't have plans to see the Doobies. Yeah, that's going to be good on Sunday, Heath, man. Thank you, Dwight Jones. I tell you what, Daniel, I like what Miles Turner's doing, and self-motivation too. That's good. Stephen Pickett says, what do you think about Aaron Gordon from the Magic? I wouldn't mind it. I mean, some people suggest that he needs the ball all the time too, and that would kind of mess up the ball movement chemistry. But he is good, he is athletic, and he has been in a hole. He's been in Orlando. They haven't been any good, and he kind of reminds me of Oladipo where, you know what, that's not going to be your spot. You go someplace else, and you really show the type of talent that you have. So I don't mind him at all. Not at all. Bill Kirsch is going to see Steely Dan and the Doobies, too. But, yeah, we got everything in the back of the... Not right now. The only thing that's back there right now, seriously, there's a whole liquor store back there right now. I bet there are 30 bottles of alcohol in the back of my truck right now. 30 bottles. So yeah, we load it up and we go, and so I do all the driving. I do so much driving that I can't ride shotgun anymore. Anybody feel like that? It's just weird. I find myself going, hey, wanting to brake and being nervous, so I can't ride shotgun anymore. Craig says the Doobies and Steely Dan will be amazing to see. It will be great, Craig. Glad we got to give tickets away. And I've got a conversation I think airs tonight with Pat Simmons of the Doobie Brothers, an original member. Really good stuff too. I'm going to talk to who am I talking to later on tonight? Or today, I forgot. I'm talking to somebody later on tonight. Somebody from Def Leppard. I can't remember who it is. Actually, later on today. Anyway, that is today. By the way, we're going to be live, hopefully on the deck, but I'm not sure with the weather. Rick's Cafe Boatyard, where with the longest day of the year, summer solstice, with Line and Kugel Summer Shandy, and I'll be there beginning at 3 today to give stuff away. Thank you, Keith Fenton. Christopher, thank you very much. I'm telling you what is weird. When you're not driving, it's incredibly weird. I got to find a top 5 to do here. Oh, yeah, we did top 5 Lionel Richie yesterday. Number 1 was Lady, You Bring Me Up When I'm Down. Number 2 was You Are the Sun, You Are the Rain That Makes My Life This Foolish Game. Number 3 was Brick House. Number 4, ooh, Rock the Casbah by The Clash. Woo! That gets you fired up right there. Easy. And what was the other one? Say You, Say Me, I think, with Lionel Richie. I think that's what it was. And check it out from yesterday if you want to vote on Lionel Richie, top 5. Oh, Heath says top 5 Doobies. Let's go top 5 Doobies today. In honor of Heath Bartlett and Bloomfield. Top 5 Doobies. Doobie Brothers songs. We'll do that. God, this is a good song. It's one band I always wanted to see that we'll never see, and that sucks. The Clash. Woo! Let's turn this up. Ooh, that's good. Anyway, Rick's Cafe Boatyard later on today. Can you be there? With Line and Kugel Summer Shandy, we'd love to have you. Love to have you. Scott Yaney says, didn't have time to analyze the draft. I trust Pritchard as long as Byrne doesn't make him take a stiff white guy. Hey, man, I love Dante DiVincenzo. I hope they get Dante DiVincenzo. Rachel Egan's going to be there because she works there today. Awesome. Hey, Rachel, can you have some scallops ready for me? I got to get ready for Florida with some solid scallops today. What do you think, Rachel? Scallops? Scallops. All right. Today at 3, and we'll get you ready for the NBA draft as well. Tomorrow, we'll be back in studio on a getaway day and have you covered on the draft. So hopefully I see all you guys over there today. Line and Kugel Summer Shandy brings us to you from Rick's Cafe Boatyard beginning at 3. Please come on out. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Bobcat of Indy. Thank you, everybody, for watching. The Stars coming back in this seat tomorrow. I promise you that. You guys have a great day. Talk to you at 3.